Whether you're the host of the cookout or you're bringing food to the cookout, I got your ultimate vegan cookout recipes. We can keep it light, we can keep it healthy, we can keep it delicious, from salads to drinks to desserts. Don't worry, I got you. Grill items, I'm here for you. These vegan barbecue wings are so yummy. I've made them already twice this week, and let me tell you, they are delicious. But I'm also going to tell you that if you don't eat soy, this is your invitation to go on and walk off the video. This ain't for you. Just go on away. I use soybean sheets here, or soybean skin, that I cut into about 4-inch wide strips. I put it inside of mushroom bath broth and let that boil for about 4 or 5 minutes. Then I drained it and I let it cool. And then I took some king oyster mushroom sticks that I cut, put a little olive oil, salt, pepper, garlic powder, prick them with a fork, and then wrap my soybean skin around each one. So that makes my little wing. And you just keep wrapping and wrapping until you get the desired wing. Now take your favorite barbecue sauce. You can make your own. You can get it in a jar, whatever you want to do. And slather on your barbecue sauce every 15 minutes. Put it in the oven. Bring it back out, slather. Make sure you also turn it over so you don't have one white side and one barbecue side. You want to get all sides. Again, keep slathering until it's all nice and caramelized the way that you want. For the last few minutes, I also put it on broil so I get that a little bit of extra caramelization. And these things were so good. The other day, I made some yummy Spoonbread. I hadn't made this corn casserole dish since being a vegan, so I really loved it. I had some corn that I already had mixed with coconut milk from before. I took that, I mixed it with vegan yogurt and also a Trader Joe's cornbread mix and a little vegan melted butter and some vegan cheese. Just popped it into the oven. Really, the first one that I did, it fell on the ground into a million pieces, so I had to recreate another one. And we ate really late that night, but this is the yummy Spoonbread that I made. It was delicious. So proud of myself. For more recipes like this, don't forget to like, share, and follow for these yummy vegan recipes. Yum. I'm not a big potato salad girl. I make it about once every 4 years. But here's what I like to do to give it that eggy taste is a little tofu, some black salt, and some nutritional yeast. And that mimics egg in your potato salad. Now just adding your veggies and your little vegan mayonnaise, a little Cajun seasoning or adobo, adding your potatoes, and your potato salad is all done. If you want this full recipe, it's in my recipe guide, my traditional meals one, the brown one. It's warm out and you want your collards, but you might not feel like cooking them in a pot. So let me show you what I did here. These are not cooked collards, but they are yummy collards. So I started with my fresh collards, cleaned and chiffonade. And then I made a marinade. Yes, these are marinated collards. Olive oil, about 3/4 cup. 2 or 3 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar. Then season that up. I use salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, hot paprika, smoked paprika, a little agave, and also, yeah, that's it. Season it up with some red onion, some sun-dried tomatoes, some red pepper, and some garlic. Mix that all together. Then I started putting in my nice clean chiffonade collard greens slowly to massage them. Fully covered in the sauce. Add a little bit more salt and pepper if you need to, and just keep massaging it, and you're ready to go. These are going to last all week, and they are delicious. Yum. I've been seeing the poor man's Oyster Rockefeller around, so I decided it's time for me to veganize an Oyster Rockefeller. And let me tell you, this exceeded my expectations. So good. Oh my God, it was delicious. So you start with white button mushrooms. Use this one because they're nice and sturdy, but don't cut it too thin. Only about 3 pieces per mushroom if you have good sized mushrooms. Big chunky pieces of mushrooms. Then put it in some salt water for about 10 minutes. Drain that out and lay it on a cookie sheet. Then add some nori sheets and some garlic. I did that. I blended that together and I added that over the mushrooms that I put in olive oil. So you want to slather that seasoning all around, and also some Creole seasoning. Then inside the oven for about 20-25 minutes until they look nice and golden like this, and save that juice reserved because that mushroom juice is so good. Meanwhile, we're going to prepare the next part of our Oyster Rockefeller. So a little vegan butter, some jalapenos, some spinach, some garlic in a pan. Saute that with some cashew cream and a little vegan cream cheese and a little vegan mozzarella. Then melt that all down and then cover that on top of your mushrooms. Now your mushrooms are what's going to act as your oysters. And then go ahead and top it with a panko, a little more vegan butter, and a little bit of vegan Parmesan, and then into the oven for about 25 minutes. And it was so delicious. I mean, really. I made the most beautiful watermelon salad. It was delicious. Watermelon is so sweet this year so far. All I've gotten is beautiful, sweet watermelons. I sliced thinly some red onions, and then I added in some nice juicy tomatoes. You could add heirloom tomatoes here, grape tomatoes, cherry, a little fresh basil, and some nice spicy arugula. Then I took a little bit of dressing, which was balsamic olive oil, salt and pepper, and then I dressed it and I tossed this all so lightly. It was so fresh and yummy. I'm fasting, so I didn't add in anything like vegan feta cheese, but you can definitely add in some vegan feta cheese here if you want a little bit more saltiness. It was such a great salad. So yummy. It's a hot summer's day, so I just want to kick back with a little easy to make, light and refreshing sangria. I use my frozen fruit cubes, some sparkling water, and a little red wine. Then I also use a little agave to sweeten it. If you don't want to sweeten it, you can leave the agave out, or if you don't have agave, use simple syrup. A little squeeze of lime juice, stir that together, and yum, delicious. Now, how I make my fruit cubes. I like my fruit lukewarm, room temperature, and sometimes it gets a little soft if I can't eat it fast enough. So when that happens, I make cubes. I cut up all my soft fruit, blend it up, and then I pour it into ice cubes, and I freeze those ice cubes until I'm ready to use them. And then I use them in teas, I use them in sparkling water, sangria, smoothies, and that way you're still getting your nutrients, zero waste, and it's so delicious. This is another raw green salad that I've been eating all summer, and it's delicious. It's made from bok choy. These are baby bok choy, and I usually get them at the Asian market, but you can find them at any market. They're very inexpensive, and they're in a cruciferous family, so that means they're in the broccoli, cauliflower, cabbage type family. And so that means they're really good for you. Lots of antioxidants. Make sure you clean them first and then go ahead and chop them down. And then after you have cleaned and chopped them, go ahead and clean them and spin them. So I put them in my salad spinner so they're nice and dry like that. And that's going to make your salad stay crisp for a few days. I put fresh ginger in my salad, and some fresh pressed garlic, rice wine vinegar, sesame oil, chili oil, and soy sauce, and a little agave. And then just massage it. You don't have to massage it very long, just like a minute. And your salad is ready to go, nice and crisp. I had that with Salisbury steak and mashed potatoes. It was delish. Here's how you make vegan seafood salad. Sometimes I add that to noodles. Sometimes I eat it by itself. Of course, you start with chickpeas and then season that up with onion, celery, sweet pepper. Sometimes you can add roasted peppers, a relish, mustard, however you like to season your salad like that. You know, enjoy yourself. What I like to do is saute my konjac root shrimp, vegan shrimp, with a little Old Bay or some kind of seafood seasoning. Get it nice and sauteed, and then add it back to my chickpea mixture with a little seaweed and pulse that again in my food processor. It was delicious. They loved it at my retreat. It's always a hit. If you're looking for a yummy macaroni salad, try this one. It's really good. So I just started with some red peppers, some red onions, some celery, and then some frozen peas that are a little bit thawed out, onion powder, garlic powder, my homemade mayonnaise, a little Dijon mustard. Mix that all together, put a little vegan cheese in there, and then go on and put a little capers, and then start adding in your macaroni that you've already cooked. Mix that all together and top it with a little vegan bacon, and there you go. Yummy macaroni salad. Are you grilling this weekend? You can try these ribs, either bake them or put them on the grill. I use mushroom, onion, jackfruit, celery, jalapeno, and sweet peppers, a little grill seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder. Then I slathered it with barbecue sauce. It's so good and yummy. You got to try it. Delicious on the grill or baked in the oven. Ooh, I got myself into something with these strawberry biscuits. Apparently, Popeyes is making strawberry biscuits, and everybody over the internet is copying them. So I decided to get in and make my vegan version. And let me tell you, they are so, so good. I started with washed berries. They're organic, but I wash them with vegetable wash. And I recommend you keep your berries nice and clean. So make sure you wash them. Then I chopped them all up and I set them aside. Then I started my biscuit batter, my biscuit mix. Now this is the basic biscuit mix that is in my decadent recipe guide and also my traditional meals recipe guide. You can get this biscuit recipe. So if you have those guides, you already have the recipe, no worries there. The only thing I did different was I grated the vegan butter, which I normally would cut them into chunks, but the grating's okay. I would do it either way, no problem. I added a little bit of apple cider vinegar to my vegan milk to make my buttermilk. Then I added in my strawberries and I mixed it all together, dry and wet. And I decided to make a drop biscuit because I don't like to roll them out. Now, if you're going to make a drop biscuit, what you do is if your recipe calls for 2/3 cup milk, you just go all the way up and add a cup. So that's how you distinguish between a drop and a rollout. So rollout has less liquid, drop has more liquid. So I put them on. I made my own icing here. What I did was pureed strawberries, little confectioner sugar, and a little bit of milk. So good. Egg salad was one of those things that kept me vegetarian for years because I just loved it. But I veganized it, so no worries. I can still have my egg salad fix without the eggs. And let me tell you, that thing was yummy. I started with crumbling some extra firm tofu organic. And then I seasoned it with onion powder and a little black salt, which it's pink. So you know, black salt is pink. And then I use a little pink salt and actually some pepper, my onions, white, green, and also celery. And I just let that sit aside while I made the dressing to go on top. A little garlic, fresh garlic, and some more black salt, 3 tablespoons of nutritional yeast, a tablespoon of relish, a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a half a cup to 3/4 cup of vegan mayonnaise, and just mix that all together. And then into your tofu mixture. Now, we're not quite done here yet because we want that color. So you add a little turmeric and kind of go as light as you can here because you don't want to flavor it with flavoring, right? And then you have your vegan eggless sandwich, and it's so, so, so good. Cauliflower is a very yummy vegetable and it makes a yummy, yummy steak. I made this super quick, easy cauliflower steak. All I used was grill seasoning, barbecue sauce. I made sure I rubbed that on both sides very well, put it in the oven 400 degrees for about 20 minutes. And then after that, I came in with my barbecue sauce, slathered it over for about 10, flipped it over, more barbecue sauce until it's tender and caramelized. And to your liking. It's a yummy, yummy, yummy steak. So delicious and such a flavorful vegetable. Hey, it's day 1 of my raw and juice fast, and I wanted to show you this little drink that I'm starting with. It's a hibiscus tea with watermelon. So I just steeped some hibiscus tea that was in its raw form, and then I blended in some watermelon with seeds, because that's fiber. Mixed the two together into a nice tea. I didn't add any sugar, anything like that. And we both, kind of drank that tea. It's really good for high blood pressure. It's good as cleansing and it tastes amazing. You can add ice if you want, but you don't need anything but these 2 ingredients. Yum, yum. I went on a week-long business trip last week, and I wanted to leave my husband and son with something nutritious that they could snack on because I know they'll choose other junk when I'm not around. So this was just something I wanted them to get inside of their bodies. I take kale, I clean it leaf for leaf, I soak it, I chop it with vegetable wash. Now, you can buy triple wash kale yourself and not worry about this. It costs more money, but it's definitely a route to take. For my dressing, I use lemon juice, fresh garlic, Dijon shallot, agave, olive oil, smoked salt, cracked pepper, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and tomato, and also onion powder. Then I take my kale in small batches and start massaging it so that your kale reduces in size. You really need to massage it so that you're not chewing. Because if you haven't liked kale salad in the past, it's because no one has massaged it. It's such a big thing. Kale is such a good thing to have into your body because it's cancer prevention, heart disease prevention, weight loss producing. It's just all the protein, iron, immune building. It's a great thing to have. We've had some nice days, so it's definitely time for salad. So I veganized this Cobb pasta salad. It was really, really, really good. So I started with regular romaine lettuce that I chopped finely, also some tomatoes, some avocado, a little vegan chicken that I seasoned with Cajun seasoning, some cucumber, and some chickpea pasta. And then I used my homemade Caesar dressing, which is in my dressings red recipe guide. You can get that on Amazon. And then also I made some smart bacon crumbles and a little vegan Parmesan cheese on top. And this thing was so, so, so good. I made a yummy, refreshing 3-ingredient milk, and it was so, so, so good. I soaked about a cup of hazelnuts. I used 1 whole pineapple and 2 whole mangoes. I put that inside of my masticating juicer, and I just let it go. This juice is good for preventing cancer. It's good for lowering cholesterol. It's good for pain in your body, inflammation, and it's super, super yummy. Every once in a while, I get a craving for a seafood boil, so I decided to veganize one. I started with pre-boiled potatoes and carrots, and then I added some enoki mushrooms. I grilled up some bok choy and some sausage and also some shrimp. I added in some lion's mane, and then as my liquid, I poured over beer because I used to cook my crabs in beer. So I used beer as my liquid. Then melted butter with about 1.5 bulbs of ground fresh garlic. I like nice fresh garlic, not out of the jar. Okay, and then all these seasonings: onion powder, garlic powder, lemon pepper, Old Bay, 2 kinds of paprika, and Creole seasoning. And then I mixed that all together. That's how I made my butter right there. And once I got that all done, I just popped it inside of the oven for about 25 minutes till everything was yummy, and it was delicious. Look at that lion's mane. Looks just like crab meat. This thing was so good. My husband went crazy. We put it over rice. I veganized this pasta Caesar salad that I've been seeing all over the internet. I use oyster mushrooms with grill seasoning that I grilled up, and also vegan shrimp with Old Bay and seaweed. Smash that down so it'd be really grilled with a cast iron skillet. Then I use my romaine lettuce, my fusilli pasta. I put my grilled shrimp and oysters inside of there. And this is my Caesar dressing that is in my recipes, dips, and dressings guide. That's the red one. And this is a little shaved vegan Parmesan. This salad was really, really good. I understand why everybody's making it because it's simple, but yet delicious. It's in the rotation. Stay in there. Delicious. Sometimes the simplest sandwich will just take you there, just send you back. It's just so, 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 so yummy. Do you guys remember a patty melt? So I decided to make a patty melt from Beyond Burger, some breadcrumbs and some walnuts. Mix that all together. Flattened it out on my flat top grill, and so that I would have nice caramelized burgers. Then I covered it with vegan cheese. I let it melt. Remember, you have to put the lid on it so that you get that nice melted cheese. Then I buttered my bread, grilled it toasty brown, added in my patties, my caramelized onions. It takes a while to caramelize those. Then I made some sauce, ketchup, relish, vegan mayo, and some smoked paprika. Mix that very well. Put that on the top part of your sandwich, and a patty melt. So good. Earlier today, I did a live stream on Amazon and Facebook. Something you can make for your Cinco de Mayo tomorrow. It is smoked turkey guacamole salad. Oh my God, it's so good. I took and shredded some vegan smoked turkey with some cumin and some grill seasoning and a little oil. Put that in my air fryer. Meanwhile, while that was grilling up, I made guacamole, which was just very ripe avocados, garlic, onion, jalapeno, cilantro, and lime juice, and of course salt and pepper. So once that was all mixed up and my smoked turkey was nice and crispy, I added that to my guacamole, and it made a beautiful salad. And we ate that with chips, and it was so, so, so good. We ate it all up. I don't think I want my guacamole any other way now. So, so, so good. Yum.